Welcome to Asian Star Trend. Our channel updates hot news about Asia's most popular stars. Please subscribe and comment to help us update better videos. Zhao Zhendong and Zuo push boundaries and she's not obedient. The show everyone is afraid will disappear overnight by a link share. There are dramas that flirt with tension, and then there are dramas that dive headfirst into it. She's Not Obedient, the latest project starring Zhao Zhendong and Zuo, does the latter with a boldness that has viewers holding their breath from its opening scenes. The series places its audience squarely in a world of dangerous intimacy, the privileged, untouchable daughter of a Hong Kong tycoon and the man everyone calls Little Dad, older, unpolished, yet magnetic. Over 8 years of story, from the raw vulnerability of adolescence at 14 to the tempestuous pull of early adulthood at 22, their relationship evolves into a collision course of emotion and restraint. The show doesn't just tell a story, it stages a high-wire act. Whether it's the infamous Adam's apple kiss, a moment so delicate and yet so electric it went viral within hours, or the rain-soaked encounters that seem to blur propriety with longing, She's Not Obedient constantly toys with the fine line between desire and danger. Every scene is crafted to provoke, a hand resting too long at the nape of a neck, a glance that burns but refuses to cross a line, droplets of water sliding from jawline to collarbone as the camera dares you to look away. It's visual poetry, but also a gamble. This is a drama that looks like it could vanish any second, one fan commented online. And so viewers hoard screenshots like souvenirs, terrified that by tomorrow, these moments might no longer exist. But there's more to She's Not Obedient than just audacity. What makes it so magnetic is its ability to wrap all this visual tension around a core of emotional truth, the ache of growing up, the dissonance between privilege and grit, and the silent wars between what you want and what you are allowed to want. Zhao Zhendong and Zuo deliver performances that go beyond surface beauty. Zhao's quiet intensity anchors the series, while Zuo, in a role that demands both innocence and rebellion, shows a range that has critics whispering about her as a breakout star of the year. Perhaps that's why, for all its provocative frames, the show has become a conversation piece rather than just a guilty pleasure. It forces its audience to think about the boundaries society draws around love, power, and desire, and what happens when those boundaries blur. Will it survive the censors? No one knows. But for now, She's Not Obedient has already given its audience something that no algorithm can manufacture, the thrill of watching a story that feels dangerous, urgent, and alive, pushing the limits. Zhao Zhendong and Zuo She's Not Obedient stirs debate on screen boundaries. After binge-watching Zhao Zhendong and Zuo's new drama She's Not Obedient, one question lingers: how did this series ever make it past the censors? Viewers are half joking that someone must have left the approval gate wide open, or perhaps the director himself slipped through with a green light. The show doesn't just flirt with boundaries. It runs headlong into them. At its heart lies a provocative dynamic, a wealthy Hong Kong heiress and the man she calls Little Dad, locked in a battle of wills and hearts that stretches from the heroine's age of 14 to 22. What starts as mentorship and guardianship evolves into a slow-burn connection that walks a razor's edge between taboo and destiny. This 8-year trajectory has been dubbed online as the pinnacle of coming-of-age tension. Each episode layers intimacy upon restraint, affection upon conflict, building a world where a look across a table feels more dangerous than a kiss. By the final episode, viewers feel as if they have grown up alongside these characters, complicit in their entanglement. And then there are the now iconic scenes, the ones that have dominated trending lists and social feeds. The viral Adam's apple kiss that made fans forget to breathe, a lingering shot of fingers pressed against the back of a neck, the camera following beads of water as they slide from jawline to collarbone. Each frame tests the line between art and audacity, and each frame has audiences clutching their screens in equal parts awe and panic. But to dismiss She's Not Obedient as pure provocation would be a mistake. Beneath its aesthetic daring lies a thoughtful exploration of longing, privilege, rebellion, and the painful transformation of adolescence into adulthood. It examines the moment when love stops being simple and starts to clash with expectation, family, and the rules society imposes. The performances of Zhao Zhendong and Zuo carry the show beyond scandal. Zhao's controlled, Magnetic presence grounds the series, while Zuo required to play a character from teenage innocence to young adulthood delivers a nuanced portrayal that has made critics take notice. What audiences take away is more than just steamy scenes. It's the unsettling, thrilling experience of watching two people navigate emotions that shouldn't exist, but do. That is why fans guard every screenshot like a secret treasure, afraid a show might disappear overnight. She's Not Obedient may be skating on the thinnest of ice, but its boldness has made it impossible to ignore. At its best moments, it offers something rare, a reminder that the most powerful dramas don't just tell safe stories, they dare to make you uncomfortable, and in that discomfort, they make you feel alive. The kiss everyone's talking about, how Zhao Zhendong in She's Not Obedient turned intimacy into art. Of all the bold choices in Zhao Zhendong and Zuo She's Not Obedient, nothing has stirred the audience more than its kiss scenes. Forget clichés. Forget the overused slow motion and swelling soundtracks. What Zhao delivers here has been described as nothing less than a masterclass in cinematic intimacy. The now viral Adam's apple kiss has already gone down in online history. It begins with a kind of restraint rarely seen on screen, a hand at the back of the neck, fingers tense but never forceful. For a split second, there is hesitation, like a silent question. And then, as lips brush against skin, that hesitation collapses into something raw and unguarded. It's the embodiment of the phrase viewers have been repeating ever since, wanting to bite, but afraid to hurt. Fans say this is the kind of moment that makes them want to hit pause and catch their breath. Every male actor should study this, one trending comment read. This is how you kiss in a way that makes an audience forget to breathe. But the show doesn't stop at one iconic moment. If there is an invisible character in She's Not Obedient, it's water itself. The production team seems determined to make moisture its own language, fogged up glass in a bathroom, a mirror dripping with condensation, and then, the shot everyone remembers: the camera following droplets of water sliding from a sharp jawline, rolling across a collarbone, and disappearing into a shirt. It is audacious and unabashedly sensual, but never crass. These images, woven throughout the story, are not just visual spectacle. They become metaphors for a relationship that is as delicate as it is overwhelming, sometimes restrained, sometimes spilling over its edges, always teetering on the brink of something that can no longer be contained. What makes these moments resonate is that they are not isolated flashes of passion. They are built on an 8-year journey, two characters circling each other from the innocence of 14 to the turbulence of 22, held back by circumstance but unable to escape the gravitational pull that keeps bringing them back together. This is why viewers talk about She's Not Obedient with both awe and trepidation. It's daring. It's dangerous. And yet, it's never gratuitous. By the time the credits roll, the kisses, the water, the glances, they are no longer just provocative images. They are emotional punctuation marks in a story about desire, restraint, and the consequences of wanting what you're not supposed to want. In an era of safe, formulaic romance, Zhao Zhendong has given audiences something entirely different, the art of a kiss that leaves you breathless and a drama that lingers like water on glass, impossible to wipe away when taboo turns addictive. She's Not Obedient takes romantic tension to the edge. Some shows leave you entertained. She's Not Obedient leaves you breathless, and clutching your phone to save screenshots before the censors notice. From the very first episode, the drama walks a dangerous tightrope. Zhao Zhendong and Zuo, two of the most photogenic stars on screen today, bring a chemistry so charged it feels like every glance could set off an alarm. Even their arguments are shot like fashion editorials, lashes trembling, lips pressed into a dare. This is a story that revels in proximity. The beachside pool sequence, wet hair clinging to a collarbone as the camera lingers, is only one of many danger zone moments. Fans joke that each episode yields at least 3 screenshots worth hoarding, because the whole show feels one step away from being yanked offline. At its heart, though, She's Not Obedient is more than provocative framing. It's a dual life story built on longing and resilience. Su Xiaolu, played by Zuo Yi, is a young jewelry designer who appears docile by day, but at night sheds her good girl image to become Lu Xiaodui, a fierce underground rock singer. Her boss, CEO Gulin Zhao Zhendong, carries the scars of a lonely childhood, one that left him with a deep-seated aversion to unruly, rebellious girls. Every time Gulin investigates workplace misconduct, he unknowingly runs into Su Xiaolu's secret double life. When her identity is finally revealed at a live house performance, he's ready to fire her until he hears her song Not Obedient. The music stops him cold. That melody turns out to be the unfinished composition his late mother once wrote. As Gulin digs deeper, he discovers that the seemingly reckless Su Xiaolu has been carrying the weight of a sick younger sister for years, and that she was the very student he had been sponsoring anonymously since childhood. Behind her defiance is a lifetime of survival. The story builds toward a cathartic finale, Su Xiaolu on stage, pouring years of hurt and hope into her voice, and Gulin in the audience holding up a sign that says simply, "My girl is perfect, just as she is." Over 77 short, sharp episodes, She's Not Obedient unfolds like a diary of two lives colliding, healing wounds, reclaiming music, and redefining what it means to be good. Zuo Yi's vibrant performance captures the spark of a double-sided heroine, while Zhao Zhendong's transformation from aloof to all-in gives the series its beating heart. It is a romance of extremes, sweet and sharp, delicate and daring. And maybe that's why viewers can't look away. Because sometimes the stories that dance closest to the edge are the ones that feel most alive.